you pull it apart. And I turn to Professor Naqvi and see his opinions of where the pitfalls and the opportunities are.
Yeah, can I just go back on the data, the question about the data? So the metaverse is going to generate 100 times more data than our current 2D social media platforms. So um, when I'm on LinkedIn owns my data. You cannot download your entire LinkedIn history and take it to Twitter, for example, along with your contacts and your digital influencer status and all that. So um, when I am on Twitter doesn't know where in the room I am looking, or what my heart rate is, or what's the color of my iris, or if I have a slight tremor in my hand. And this is all the information that is going to be generated and captured by these metaverse platforms. So big tech companies will have this data if we are looking at kind of centralized metaverses. So if you think that the social media is kind of radicalized communities, polarized societies, imagine what could happen in 3D environment of metaverse. So the idea is of this decentralized metaverse to um, move away from this model to a more stakeholder model, where all parties um, have equal kind of say, or towards the governance. Um, Now, your question about what are the threats to building a decentralized metaverse, I think it depends who you ask. Centralized tax systems are a threat to decentralization. Legacy systems are a threat to innovation. Email was a threat to postal mail. Amazon was a threat to physical commerce. So I think it depends on who you ask. Um, we have become very used to um, trading our privacy for convenience, and we don't often think about it. And I think discussions like this and technologies like metaverse have actually waken us up to actually think about all these challenges that we have faced in the past, and how to overcome them. Another point I want to make is ill-informed cynics are a big threat to metaverse. Um, I spend a lot of time educating policymakers, stakeholders, cynics. Okay, so not skeptics, because skeptics can change their point of view when you present them with evidence. Cynics won't, they never will. And these are the people who told us that blockchain is dead, and crypto is dead, and NFTs are over, and now metaverse is over. So please don't listen to cynics. Do listen to skeptics, hear their point of views, so see what concerns they have. Uh, because as David said, there are lots of challenges, um, technical challenges, accessibility challenges. Metaverse requires high speed internet, both in terms of latency, bandwidth. There is a lot of work we have to do on digital literacy. um, Privacy and security is a concern. How do we protect users' privacy? How do we ensure that the data protection measures are there? Secure identity, governance is another one. Some of other speakers touched on that. It Metaverse requires governance structures that are fair, have to prevent any abuse, protect the rights of users, and building such structures is challenging, I think, and it requires collaboration of all stakeholders, not just the technical technicians and the web developers and blockchain developers and metaverse developers, but also what I call quadruple helix innovation ecosystem. So government, enterprises, society, and academia. So all of these in the quadruple helix have to work together. Now, I have no issues with centralized platforms creating digital assets, or avatars or whatever, as long as they are owned and controlled by the users, and the users are able to kind of fully monetize and transfer those assets in open market, what we call self-sovereignty. So I think we can accept this as a trade-off at this stage. But yeah, those are my thoughts on that.